And welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben, and this is my review for Netflix's original Korean drama, Rugal. After a police officer's attempt to take down a nationwide criminal organization ends in complete disaster for him and his fiancée, Kang Ki-boom has lost his once was. Ki-boom is forced into a life of crime after being left without his sight and a murdered fiance. If you are looking for content to binge and you're stuck at home, a Korean drama is probably a safe way to go. I love the way each episode is fantastically long. Each episode feels feature length. In this one particularly, the first two episodes are available now on Netflix. It's an hour and 16 minutes, it's an hour and 10 minutes, and we're going to get at least another 16 episodes, 2 a week for the next 8 weeks. The last Korean drama I watched was 36 episodes long, and it was high-flying sword fighting, amazing martial arts. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and the characters by the end are so developed, and I feel like we're going to get that with this. I actually really like the first two episodes so far, what we've been given. You feel for the characters. It's very drama, so you know it is soap-esque in nature. That's what basically is the format always of Korean dramas. But what I like about this is that they don't hold back on the violence, so it feels very different to any dramas or soaps I've seen before. The story is there, you feel for him. It's that kind of anti-hero who doesn't really want to be the hero. He thought he was the hero. He thought he was, he's getting the life he wanted. It's very Kill Bill in nature, that beginning, the bride, where the guy loses his bride, he loses his sight, and then he has to kind of build himself up again. There is a long montage. Basically, the first episode is the montage training of your character becoming the hero, and he's trying to be the best of the best of the best. But I really like the characters and the actors. I think they're easily relatable, just because I think the dialogue is more believable than most Korean dramas I've seen. It feels more gritty, and they, like I said, they don't skimp on the violence, which I think adds an air of believability. Because some of the dramas I've seen, they're just someone gets punched or their arms broken. You don't see any of it. Nothing's believable. Here you have violence, swearing, and I just thought, oh, okay, this is quite different to what I was expecting. I'm looking forward to watching the next 2 episodes. They drop two a week. So far, there hasn't been much revealed in the story, except that this guy he has got bionic eyes. By the end of the first episode, so he's going to join this kind of superhero police force team. Without doing major spoilers, you see that all in the trailer. You know where it's going. So the first episode is really just like, wow, everything's going wrong. You see him start to be built up, and who he comes along with to be built up is in that character, and so then you're wondering where it's going to go. I do like what they're doing with it. It's not like we haven't seen similar stories, structures like this before. It reminds me of Bionic Man or Bionic Woman, or even Kyle XY, or we had Chuck here with the intersect that's in his brain. It feels very similar to those kind of things where the bionic eyes can do stuff and help him solve cases. It's that sort of thing, but I think the overarching story will be who killed his fiancée and how he gets revenge on them, as well as taking down this big criminal organization. So there's it's set up for that. In the meantime, they're going to be driving those side characters, and already they look really fun. Each character is very distinguished on their own. They're you're going to have this team, and I'm thinking that we're going to lose some along the way. It's very well acted. The cinematography looks great in times, and there were some special effects that I thought I was expecting to be bad, because sometimes they are, but they were actually pretty good. So that surprised me a lot, because I've seen a few Korean dramas where the special effects, you notice that it's CGI, you notice it's computerized. In this, I thought it was all good. The fighting as well is very real. So although you do get nice spinny kicks and nice martial art moves, they're all very real. So no one's flying about, no one is superhuman beyond what their capabilities are, unless you see later on what they've been given, so you expect them to be somewhat stronger or faster. But right at that beginning first episode, it really kind of sets you up to like, oh, okay, they're really going for more of a grounded, realistic approach, which I really like. So if you like Korean dramas and you're looking for something to binge, and you don't mind reading subtitles, I always suggest reading subtitles and listening to the original language, because that's normally the best way to go to get those characters inflections and moments, then I would say go for it. My only one drawback is that the characters look too pretty, and they all have, male and female, and they all have a lot of makeup on them. It's very noticeable. I think this is part of the culture. That's just what's done in these type of storylines, but for me, I was like, whoa, you could take a spoon and scrape off the amount of makeup on their faces. So that did take me out of it sometimes. And they're all like, suddenly all these people look very pretty, good looking. They could be models or in a, in a band. It's that sort of airbrushing, that kind of stuff. And if they're going for the realistic stuff, I would hope that they just bring characters to a more believable features. But that would be my only drawback so far. Although I can't give it a real alphabet number, which I like to grade them on. So far, it's a B plus. I'm hoping it's going to reach that A. It may go down. I only have a couple of drawbacks. This is easily to sink your teeth into. So let me know which are your favorite Korean dramas if you like watching them. Are you excited to see the further episodes of this? But most of all, until next time, remember, live long on Tuesday.